Hi, I'm Judy, and today I want to show you how easy it is to make a tab top panel or valance. For more information, you can also contact Domicile Design at www.domiciledesign.com. We have two different kinds of pre-made tabs. Sometimes tabs are difficult to do so that you get a really nice point on the bottoms. We have pre-made tabs in two different sizes, and they're in 15 different colors. So you can go to our website and find a color that works for your project. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to use. So once you have your panel width or your valance width, you're going to put your side seams in, which is normally a 1 to 1.5 inch press back and top stitch down. This is for an unlined panel. If you were lining it, there's a slightly different method for doing that. But this is for an unlined panel or valance. Put your side hem in, and then you determine what your length is going to be. I usually do a double 4-inch folded hem and top stitch that down, or you can blind hem it or hand stitch it if you don't want to see the seaming in it. For the top, I would generally fold down 2 inches, a double 2-inch. So you fold down 2 inches, press it, fold down another 2. And so your length and your width are going to be predetermined before you're ready to put the tabs in. Once you have your width and your length established with your panel, you are going to decide, first you've decided between the large and the small tabs. For the large tabs, you're going to put 7 of these tabs in per width of fabric. For the smaller tabs, it'll be 10 tabs per width. So the spacing, the on-center spacing, is going to be slightly different depending on which tab you use. For this demonstration, we're using the large tabs. So for 7 tabs, which we have here, you're going to put a tab at either end, and then you're going to have 6 equal spacing amounts down your panel width. And once you've figured that, then you can use a pencil or a marking tool to place where your on-center is going to be. And then I like to also figure out, I like to have the tab, the button, and these are snap together buttons. So this is a no-sew project, and we have 3 different types of button. We have a fabric covered button, which also comes in the same 15 colors that match the tabs, or you can mix and match to get a contrast look. So there are 15 different types of buttons, and they snap together, and I'll show you how that works. There are also wooden buttons. There's a little disc that slides off, and by sliding off the wooden disc, you can keep this button attached to the tab and have a washable drapery. If you don't want to wash it, you can put it back in. You can put a dab of glue in there if you're worried about it falling off, but most of the time they just stay. So there are wooden buttons, fabric covered buttons, and there are also PVC plastic buttons that match our PVC grommets. There are primary colors, and there are also metallic colors in these buttons. So you would figure out where your spacing is supposed to be on your panel, and then you will have figured out where you want your button. And generally I like to have the button placed so that it's not too close to the bottom of the point, but not too high up either. Okay, so once you've determined where all of your tabs are going to fall, I usually make the point halfway. So for a 1-inch, center it on the header. If this is a 2-inch header, I would mark a hole about 1 inch. I have 6 equal spacing sections all the way down. And then the button comes in 2 pieces. One is a button with a post, and then you've got a top that snaps onto it. So I take my tool. This is from Clover, and it's used for turning points. It's pointed end. It's used for getting a nice turned point from the inside of fabric. You can also use an upholsterer's pick or a very sharp T-pin here, just to mark where the hole is going to be so you can line everything up. So I've marked the hole on here, on my tab, bottom tab. And the post pin is also pointed, so that'll help go through the fabric. So you put it through the bottom tab, you'll put it through the fabric, you're going to bring the top tab over and pierce again the post. This is the top of the button. You're going to center it over the point, and you're going to hear that snap. When you hear the snap, and I've just pressed down lightly to get that snap, then you know everything's in place, it's secure, and it's no-sew. So you do that with all 7 of your tabs. Again, it's the button with the white backing. You center it where your hole is going to be. You push it through the fabric, bring the top over. This is the top tab. This is the top of your panel. You center it over the post. Hear that snap, and then it's in place. So that's all you need to do to create a tab top valance or panel. And you can always unsnap these and re-snap them if you decide that your spacing is off and you need to make an adjustment. You can just use your fingers and pry up, kind of like a little mushroom cap, and it'll unsnap and you can re-snap it. So I hope you have fun. If you need more information, you can go to our website, www.domiciledesign.com, and you can also send us an email and we'd be happy to help you. Thank you.